All right, so here is that productivity video that I was talking about because last time it was mainly about fitness and what was the other one? Finance, fitness and finance. So how I like to think about productivity, especially as somebody who has a lot of different interests, a lot of different goals, and you also have the mental horsepower to be able to go after them. You're going to need a system to be able to go full on into all those things. And it has to be pretty robust. And so how I like to think about productivity is it actually, or any productivity system in general for myself is okay, there's that emotional management, which we talked about, but there are really three pillars. So the first one is knowledge management. Knowledge management. And so, well, I'll give you the first three. So there's knowledge management, and then there is, at least if you are a creative or a creator online writer for myself, there is what I just call it creator management. And what that, I'll go over what all these do. And then there is the one that most people think about when you think productivity, and that is sort of like the life management slash administrative stuff, which is, the calendars, the to-do lists, all that sort of stuff. And so usually when you're under the umbrella of productivity, or when you think of productivity, most people think about the life administration part. So yeah, again, it's the calendar, putting stuff in your calendar, the managing tasks, all that sort of stuff, right? But there's a bunch of other sides to it too. So that's why for myself, when I think of productivity, I think of those three pillars. So knowledge management, in my case, creative management, life administration. So knowledge management. What is knowledge management? So you can Google it if you think I'm boring or whatever. But how I like to think about knowledge management is how do you manage is I'm saying this a lot. How do you turn the information that you are getting into something that's useful, into your own original thought, right? And so that is where something like the Zettelkasten comes into place, right? So the idea is whatever books, YouTube videos, whatever type of media that you consume, you turn that into the media that you consume into knowledge that you can share, into ideas. And then for myself, how I see creator management is it's kind of like almost like a pipeline. So creator management is you take this knowledge management, which another way to think about it is you're creating a bank of your own original thought, of your original ideas, and you're taking that and you're turning that into something for like a work. And what I mean by work is something like a book. In my case, it could be scripts for a YouTube video. It could be social posts, long form, short form, right? Or it could be a new email newsletter, a blog post, or in my case as well, a community post or a course, right? So that's where those two fall into place. Knowledge management is like, okay, let's take this information, let's take this media, right? Books, YouTube, and let's turn it into my own original thought, right? That you can call this learning as well. That's one part of it. You're learning. And then creator management is we take that learning and then we turn that into something for other people to consume. So that's the creator management and the knowledge management. So life slash administrative is again, okay, now this is where we think about stuff like you can zoom in as much as like, okay, what do I need to get done today? What do I need to get done tomorrow? What do I need to get done this week? And then also allows you to zoom out and look at your life and be like, okay, what do I want to get done in the next 3 months? What do I want to get done? Like, what is my broad vision for life? Right. So in my view, when I think of productivity, I think of this whole system that allows you to do all three of those things. Right. So knowledge management, I can actually just go through my own sort of thing right now. Okay, I have to update it. So I use Cortex right now. You don't know what that is? That is Dan Koh's second brain app. And the reason why I use it is because it allows, I really like the UI. Honestly, I like the UI, and I like the biggest thing is the AI. The AI feature, I think, to me, the way I view AI right now is that we're still just trying to figure out what to do with it, right? You know how when you invent something new, usually there's a whole lot of like time between when something is invented to and when it gets super useful for society, right? It's the same thing I believe is happening with AI, right? Chat is that case. We actually had GPT come out like I think a year before or two before Chat GPT was a thing, right? So, but I think Chat GPT by itself is still like just V1. And so what Cortex does for me is it connects to my entire second brain. So I can actually have conversations with my bank of knowledge with my Zettelkasten, as it's called. So for you guys who don't know what a Zettelkasten is, just look it up on YouTube or Google. It's Zettlkasten. And so that's what I'm setting out to build right now. I don't actually really have that much yet. I've actually just been setting up my Zettelkasten again and just kind of doing stuff. What I've been doing lately is I'll just go on my chat GPT and I was just looking through all my chats that I've had and I was actually trying to turn those into notes for my Zettelkasten. And tomorrow, the goal is to tackle life administration slash administration because now I'm at this point again. I'm at this point in my life where okay, cool. I've paid off this debt. I don't have to work 5 to 6 day weeks and go scorched earth as Dave Ramsey says to pay it off anymore. Now I'm in a place where okay, let's fuck some shit up. Let's go build some savings up. Let's get going here. So that's going to be the thing that we do now. And so I really want to build this lifestyle for that revolves around this whole creative slash entrepreneurial slash dynamic, polymathic, multi-passionate lifestyle where you have the multiple goals, you have the different interests, and you're kicking ass at all of them. And so that's what I'm setting out to build here for myself. And then hopefully maybe if I can figure out how to do it for myself, then maybe I can do it and figure out how to do it for a lot of other people because I it is my belief that this world, that society, when you come out, it really just wants you to stay fucking small. And I say fuck that. It's not just small, but small and one dimensional. And so I say fuck that. You're infinite and you can never be shoved into you can never be one thing, right? You can never be shoved into a box. So that is a huge reason of why I do what I do.